Blub blub everyone, welcome back to Terra Invicta. We are trying to get into India and it actually works so far. We don't have enough points to take it completely, but we have the two most important points, which will help us to keep our unity up, to keep unity up in general, because we control religion, which is kind of disgusting, but sure. And we have the executive point, so we can actually make important decisions as well soon, in about 72 days. So that's nice. So this plan is working. Now the question is, do we go fully into India? Or do we do a little bit hopping into Europe? Because for the low price of 40 points, which is really not that much, we're actually going to unlock that soon. That will catapult us back into the situation we are in right now, but does that really matter? I don't think so. Also, it went a little bit down because our admin centers are shut down in orbit right now a little bit, which is fine. But do we care? Because all we need is 1 point of these 4 and then this point. And then we can control the whole European Union and try to make things better. Actually, they are not in a bad place, which is nice because the Academy is caring for them. Their strife is not great. And their democracy is going down, which... oh, what a... it's way too real. It's way too real, guys. But yeah, we could do something here. Yeah, it's because the Academy is spoiling. Great. Which one would be the most important point? This one gives us purge missions, which would be nice. Public campaign. Yeah, mass media. We need the public campaign and we need the executive and we're good. So that's about 40 points. And we could get our first foothold into here. We don't have the points, though, to improve Europe. You know, to get all of Europe together. And that is sad, because that's where I want to go as well. I mean, you know, if we could get South America at some point, too, would be great. I don't know, do we leave? The problem is Colombia. We have a person that can't do missions there, but otherwise we could just get South America together and North America and just combine all of these into more or less one. Not really. I don't think you can combine these two continents, but you can have the big northern continent and then also the big southern continent and have both of those as your main things, together with India and China, which is gigantic stuff. But somehow, you know, I'm European. I want to fix Europe as well, since it was just ruined by people. Again, way too real. But yeah, it's maybe where we go. Maybe what we're doing. Also, we're trying to get some ships out, trying to fix our fabrication areas and stuff in low Mercury orbit. Okay, that's fine. Gives us a lot more money all of a sudden. Good.
Offering counsel.
Finally, we are in the money we should have been 10 years ago. Cool. Yeah, you just permanent. Do that for a while.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Okay. So Terrible Hamster is back to... okay, over 11 even.
Evading pursuit.
Which is quite nice. You're laying low. That's good, because you were seen by the aliens, and that makes me scared. Yeah, we're getting some marine barracks and stuff up in our shipyards, just to make it that much harder for them to take them. Messerschmitt base gets layered defense. Good. That's one we have taken over. Again, the call out, if anyone wants to be named, wants to have a base named after them, we can do that. Heavy Siege Coiler Mark II. We can't even use the ones that you know, we can't even use these two right now. Spider Siege Coiler and shit. But the Siege Coilers are ridiculously good. With that, you kill ships instantly, and you can't really PD against them, because if you have just a stream of them coming, these projectiles are really hard to kill because they're so big. And if one gets through, usually that just rips ships apart. So we definitely want these things. Unfortunately, we need a better ship class for those.
In our direction.
We need the Juggernauts and we need the Lancers. I think Lancers are the ones with the Siege Coilers, but I don't know. We will see. I think Juggernauts don't have 4 slots. They only have 3. But even normal ones are good. Not, I mean, the Juggernauts can get the Spiders, I think. The other ones can get the normal Siege Coilers, which are still good enough. We're still trying to get, you know, public opinion in Mongolia and Kazakhstan back, because people were messing with us to divert our attention, is what I would guess. That's basically all it was, because Mongolia is not defended. No one's taking it because it's just, you know...
Our advances in science and technology
Not
can
to
be
say
the
anything
key
bad
to
about
the
the country,
gates
but
of
it's
heaven,
basically shit.
but also
Sorry.
to the gates of hell. We must choose wisely every time, or we may never choose again. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee, speech at the United Nations.
Okay. I mean, science and technology is free of value, usually. I mean, it should be. Yes, I know in the history of our species, definitely wasn't. There were a lot of people who were trying to insert very bad stuff into science. But, you know, the scientific community was usually pushing against that hard. So, you know, it should be value-free. And this is more like politicians using that bullshit for stuff. Is more what he's describing here. So, yeah, I agree. You know, that shit shouldn't be misused. But normally science shouldn't be good or bad in any way. It's just knowledge. It's just understanding of processes, of nature. And, you know, that's about it. Ever since we get... Or, well, nature or you know, physics or whatever it is, whatever the field is. Ever since we gazed upon the burning sun in our sky, we have wondered how its light and power are created. As early as 1920... That's not very early, but sure. Scientists theorized about the sheer endless possibilities of nuclear fusion. Now, with the countless... Fusion, not fission. Big difference. Now, with the countless challenges and opportunities presented by the arrival of life from outer space, it is imperative that we realize this dream of unprecedented energy. I mean, it was always imperative, but sure. And we still haven't gotten it. We have finally developed a concrete path to make the impossible possible. Controlled nuclear fusion. By using powerful magnets and lasers, we have refined the technology to push smaller atoms together so that they fuse into heavier elements. The trick to nuclear fusion is to overcome the repelling force that prevents atoms from fusing on their own. Yeah, that makes sense. This allows the binding nuclear force to take over and merge the atoms together. When fusing lighter atoms into heavier ones, we observe Einstein's famous law of making itself once more inarguable. Energy and mass merge together to create something new, while releasing excess energy. It is this burst of released energy that is key to meeting the steep power requirements of deep space habitats, but also of our ever more demanding spaceship drives and weapons. Einstein's famous law. Einstein's famous law? Making itself once more inarguable? Energy and mass merge together to create something new. Is that a law that he... What? Not really known to me, but sure. I mean, maybe they just mean E equals mc squared? Energy is mass plus the constant, you know, squared and stuff. Is that correct? I don't know if I have that memorized correctly, I'm sorry. Especially in a stream. Take everything what I say with a grain of salt, because it might be just my brain frying from all the complex nonsense going on that I'm just talking nonsense. As I did with the flu, because I was actually thinking the right thing, it just didn't get to my mouth for a reason. I actually said the right thing too, but, you know, it's just mix it up with some bullshit, and I should, you know, convey that information more clearly, because that is literally information I know. This one I'm not that keen on. I'm not that informed about, to be honest, that I could say with all confidence. Our scientists believe this breakthrough will help to level the playing field in the vast reaches of space, which would be huge. Nuclear fusion would be huge for us because it's a much cleaner type of energy, and, you know, we could, and also more energy, which would allow us to reduce the production amounts, you know, the amount of different production spaces, I guess, in a way. I mean, depending if energy demand wouldn't be growing, but, you know, if that's constant, we could reduce the centers of energy production. Now that the fundamentals of off-world fusion reactors have been proven possible, they predict that we shall soon see reactors running on two potent hydrogen isotopes. Deuterium and tritium. Tritium? 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 Tritium, it would be in German, but tritium, I guess. And deuterium is heavy water, basically. Basically, it's literally, but you know what that entails is I'm not that good as a chemist, you know, because I'm not a chemist. But we must also master at least one of several confinement schemes to control and direct the massive energies we are creating. Once accomplished, the versatility of this energy source will surely know no bounds. It's very interesting to look into these, though, deuterium. At least, I've looked into a little bit, and tritium, not actually sure. I may have looked at it once, but I don't remember that much. But it's very interesting to just look at the Wikipedia page at the very least, and just read some stuff about it. It's very interesting how these chemicals react and do things. Deuterium, tritium fusion, electrostatic plasma confinement. But I couldn't tell you what it makes, to be honest. No idea. Also, something I really didn't like about chemistry. It's not like math. You know, the reactions there don't behave like math would. You can't see any pattern in the reactions, really. I mean, there are probably, you know, a real chemist could probably discern some patterns, but basically, knowing from just two elements without knowing the reaction that's going to happen, you cannot infer what's gonna happen, which is kind of it felt weird to me that you can't, but that also just shows that common sense in science is nonsense. It's just not working. You can't, many fields you cannot go into with common sense because our common sense is flawed and reality is different many times. And what you actually need to do is what science does. You need to make experiments to figure out what actually happens, because you cannot deduce it from the get-go. And it's also very interesting that is the case. And I wouldn't have thought that chemistry works that way, but from what little chemistry I did, it's actually really interesting that you cannot predict things really well. And you actually have to know the outcome of a reaction to, you know it. You actually have to figure it out first. There is no rule of thumb or something that you can put in there. And many pseudoscience bullshit like flat earth or some other garbage like that is always coming with the argument, oh, it's common sense that we have to use here, or that we can use here. You know, we have common sense and that's why we know this is going to happen. No, that's not how reality works. Common sense is absolute BS in most circumstances, in scientific terms, and you really need to do the science to know things, not use common sense, because common sense is bullshit. Electrostatic confinement sorry for that little, you know, rant there, but it just came to me like that. Electromagnetic confinement fusion reactor 1. That is good. That's a new, different kind of reactor that we could use. We could also go into, no, this is interesting. So this is more like we can unlock this now as projects if we get into plasma confinement, or we can go even further with a muon spiker fusion pile civilian fusion reactors. Damn, fusion reactors for civilians sounds so ridiculous. Huh, I mean, we don't have, you know, fission reactors standing around, so, but maybe at some point it's gonna be happening. Antimatter weaponry, I mean, I guess. Antimatter torpedoes are not that good, in my opinion, because they're not shaped. And I don't even know if shaped torpedoes actually exist. So, the problem with these is, when they explode all around, you know, just a usual explosion. Just energy goes in every direction. And that means they kill all the torpedoes that come after them, which is really bad and really ineffective. And the shape charges not only help to kill the target better, because most of the energy is going into the target, but also to not destroying the ordnance that comes after it. So I'm not that keen on antimatter torpedoes, and I don't know if there are shape charges in the game now for these. I know there are for fission. Maybe that's why we need to do this? Poseidon Lantern, terawatt gas core. We could use that reactor too at the moment, because we're using gas core drives. Heavy fission reactor farm. Poseidon Lantern, terawatt gas core fission reactor. Huh. There's so many decisions here. Maybe ultraviolet combat lasers just to get it out there. Problem is I don't know if we have the reactor capacity for this. And that's why I'm looking at these. Let's go for plasma confinement just to see. And no, you're not going to do that, you little bastard. Of the academy. God damn it, these are still that much in there. I need to invest way too much for this. Oh, wow. Well, at least that's one way to demilitarize, I guess. Ah, because it's 2 on 3 right now. Well, it was 3 on 3, but we're getting our asses handed to us. So, okay, next mission phase, which is now, we'll try to end the war. Can we end the war even? India-Yemen war. Yeah, I don't think that gives us much. That's Oman. Where's Yemen? Yemen is there. So we're actually fighting these guys. But these are now in the middle. Huh. Mexico, okay. We need to defend that. But what we also need to do is get you and just set a national policy here, because we can try to end that war and hopefully that works. Ready to go. I'm not sure if we need to wait for the 56 days to do that. I hope not, because otherwise I'm wasting this right now. And you, since you're not followed by aliens anymore, I don't like that Humanity First is next to us, but they should know us anyway. Because we have intelligence sharing, so they should know where our operatives are. Where is what I want? I want to do defend interest here.
Securing our control.
You guys are fine. We're going more into advisement in the US. Just pushing this up even harder. Losing a little bit of money there for Mexico, that's fine. For the moment, because that's not going to be that long. We have the robotics age still, but we're not getting that much higher, unfortunately. How's China doing? China's actually pulsing harder than we do. And also they need much less investment for space defenses. Why is that? Because of the totalitarian government? That's kind of weird. Why does this cost so much? They have more people. They have more everything. Maybe because of more people? They can do that more easily? More workforce or something? I have no idea how that comes to be, these numbers. If anyone knows, please tell me. How can we boost this even harder? I mean, not going into that much other crap, right? And I mean, at the moment, I don't need that much mission control, to be honest, because, why? I can't go over 125 anyway, because otherwise the alien's gonna murder me, and we have no fleet. Once we have a fleet that can actually defend against most things, we can happily go over and go to total war, because we can defend ourselves. As long as that fleet exists. If that stops existing, bad things are gonna happen, but let's just hope it won't. So going in welfare and knowledge, that's fine. Our sustainability is very high. Yeah, I think we're good there. Let's go. Someone going to...
Offering assistance.
Making things safe for our people.
Yeah, you're doing assistance, that's good. And I would also like to assist in China, but you know, I can only assist so much right now. I think we're good in Mongolia right now. 70% sounds fine.
We've moved the needle.
We're also doing a lot of Unity right now. Yeah, and we're just phasing these guys out. Yeah, Unity is bad for you. I see that. I'm sorry. I will never do it again unless, you know, you get taken over by other people again. But very low inequality now. Pretty neat. What is your resting point? Your resting point is 0.55. Why? Because of your cohesion. Is the problem, I guess. Per capita GPT. GPT? No, GDP. Yeah, ChatGPT. Per capita ChatGPT is not high enough. That's how it works.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
But we're getting there. I mean, we're going a lot into welfare. Our sustainability is going up. Another army has been destroyed. You know what? We're just demilitarizing in India by losing all our troops in a war. It's one way. It's not the good way, but Yeah, we're now getting better chances to unlock projects, which is pretty good, that we missed before, which will help. Getting better anti-meta harvester, I don't really care about right now. This could really help, and it's really quick. We could go into gas 3, better efficiency. I'm not sure if this is not without purpose, but green arc laser batteries could be nice. This could help our defenses. Let's go there. Oh, this is not nice. Okay, no. Was that -2? No, just +2. Oh god, because everything's deactivated right now. It's not good. But it's gonna come back up really, really quickly. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this real quick. Really quick. It should be, yeah, just 2 weeks. It's fine.
Mission complete.
No, I don't want to go declaring war. I want to seek peace. Yes, let's just end this nonsense. Has no formal defense treaty with the new government in Iran, and the leaders has demanding we remove our forces stationed in the nation. If we wish to remain, we may propose an alliance and stay if they accept 99% chance. Why can't I? Or if we do not have common war-capable allies with this nation, we may declare war. Otherwise, our armies depart. Why can I not propose an alliance? It's 99% chance. Weird. It's fine, we just depart. I don't care. We have better ways than war to get into that country. It's fine. We just... You know, the good thing is, we lost 2 troops. Yeah, we lost a lot of people, and I'm sorry about that. But we now don't have to pay that much. And maybe it's just literally just these guys that cost us that much. And I'm going to demilitarize. I'm not going to go quantity, I'm going to go quality is the point. Superconducting coil battery, sure, better than quantum, which is kind of weird. That's not nice, but okay. Stupid servants getting more power base. Don't like that. Also, I want to get Europe, so they can't get that much of a power base anyway. Because if I control the big 4, there's not much left. There's maybe one more, you know. If they could unify Africa, that would be huge. And if they could unify South America, that would be huge. But basically, they won't do that because they're too shitty. We're playing on normal after all. On brutal, maybe. From what I heard. Yes, you advise more. Yeah, look okay.
Standing by.
You don't look that okay. Just go to ground somewhere. I guess here. How about that? Go to ground in Singapore.
What's the up?
No one will expect you there. Manaway is totally fine. What can we do with you? The problem is I could crack these. Could crack these down. Our one crack down is already gone. I could crack these down. The problem is if the servants get in here, I'm not happy. And also if Humanity First gets in here. So I'm not going to do that until I can take these points. I'm not sure what's better, if we should just focus on India or take this from them. Because right now they're still trying to mess with us with their shitty spoils. I don't like that. I like that they're now trying to build up the government a bit more again. So, I'm not going to crack down on them right now. What I'm going to do is... I guess more advisement. But this time... here? Sure.
I will help them.
Standing by for orders.
Sheng. Oh yeah, you can't defend. You know what?
At your service.
You need to defend here for a second.
Protecting our interest.
What's the op?
And Shengipu. Oh yeah, we still have a guerrilla war going. We don't need that anymore. We can just stabilize here now.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Totally fine for us, because, you know, we just
Lending
needed that
my
to destabilize a bit to actually
Initiating
get
deep cover.
into it.
Making things safe for our people.
As we all know from reality, a stable nation is not easy to take over. One that is unstable is easy to take over. We have identified a piece of orbital debris again. Charles Martel Station. We have onboard lasers, so we can just get rid of it. Oh, this would be so good. Look at that. We could bring it in and get some more metal. I mean, minuscule amounts of metal now, but still, it's metal. But instead, we just pew-pew it out of the sky. That's fine. As long as there's less debris, it's good. Something we need to do in reality as well, because we're just putting garbage in orbit and making sure no one can ever get to orbit again, which is awesome. 25,000 degrees Celsius. Damn, son. That sounds freaking hot. Component armoring? No. I don't want to get rid of it, though. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of the special thing, though. I don't care for it right now. Battle stations, tier 3 defense module. Huge. Absolutely huge. I want those. Do I want them right now, though? Look at that. I take one of the fission things. Which is kind of a lot. Do I want them right now? I mean, the quicker, the better we can defend. I don't care about bootstrapping spaceflight, because we don't need to do that. There's no country that we have. And I'm not obsoleting these. I just took the favoritism out of them. Should we? Yeah, I think we quickly go through these. That's fine. Get an extra bit of boost, which will help us. Uh-oh. Targeting low Earth orbit. What are you? Interdictor frigate, surveillance destroyer, surveillance destroyer. Not really important, I think. Nothing that wants to land, I think. It's just some destroyers and some frigates. We could easily blow them out of the sky once we have our ships. Do I want to see when they come up? Yeah, this is a problem, because look at that. We're already missing 40 days. I hate it. But once the others are finished, we can actually increase our stuff. This is kinda weird, right? Wouldn't you expect that this is the one that is still in queue and not the one that is actually getting built, but it is the one that's getting built? Just this is redundant information, and I don't really enjoy that. I know why, because you can only, you know, kill that if it's in this list, but because cancel pending would not remove this. It would only remove once after this. So it's kind of weird to show it this way. Not sure I like it, but it's fine. Earthquake. Oh no, in Mexico. Damage is already done. Can't really do much but help. But you know, put a little bit of money in it for relations purposes. Geil. Good stuff. Grants a small public opinion boost and causes major damage to the economy and population. Ooh. Yeah, so the major damage is done. We can just send some aid for some publicity, which, you know, is definitely worth it.
People will come to our side.
It's just sad that we can't do something more.
We've moved the needle.
More involved.
Things are cooling off.
Yeah, now the subversion going up. Armies are helping. But you only have 2 out of 4. Maybe I should help here a bit more. We're going hard into Unity, but I don't really need to anymore. I mean, it's good to fight that. But maybe we just don't. And instead just skew this a little bit more. They are very sustainable already, which I like. In India, it's not much reduced unrest. But maybe that's what Manaway can do in Mexico. Put unrest down a little bit. Kingdom, okay. Why are you in... You're not in the hands of the servants. Weird. Why would they declare an alliance? I mean, they're both pro-alien, so maybe that's why. Mercury orbit, cool. We have more shipyards. Problem is I can't really make use of them because I don't have the points. 18 points are still coming, so we are now at basically 110. I could put another 15 in. And we definitely want one of them, which is the... Not low Mercury orbit, I want Earth. It's a little hard to see here, I find. Oh, we got Mercury. Why didn't we get Earth? I thought we got Earth. So what we definitely want here... We will have Marines with the laser ways, so that is pretty good. We don't actually need a Marine frigate. It would help, but we don't really need one to take over shit. But what we need is still a flagship. A laserway flag. But I'm going to wait. We definitely want one to reduce our impact, because this literally reduces our literal impact, not the max, which is what we need, because, you know, then we can field more ships.
Ready for my mission.
Your orders?
I really
Standing
don't like
by
that
for orders.
your loyalty is
Ready
so
to
low.
go.
Standing by.
Where do you need me?
I'm here.
You could go back to India and help our popularity, which would be good. They're going hard into Unity as well, because they know they get more Unity out of it than we do. But I think we go and help one of our people. I don't know. No, maybe we just do this. Get a few bucks
Making
in
our
there
case.
as well, just 20 million or something.
Standing by for orders.
Mongolia is happy again. What did we want to do with you? We wanted to push insurgency down in Mexico. Stabilize it a
things
bit,
safe.
please.
Offering support.
We're not doing so much right now. It's just these points need to flow. Again, I'm not concerned about my cap right now. As long as I'm making some, I'm good. This is really huge. Although it didn't give us that much, weirdly. I have so much on this favorite list. I definitely don't want infrared bullshit. Go away. That is so out of date, it's not worth it. I'm even thinking about green arc laser batteries, if that is even worth it, but... Better coil guns. So at some point we want to go away from torpedoes and just use coil guns and lasers. Is what I'm thinking, and I hope that's correct. But we'll see. Laser engine would be amazing for that, because it would help our lasers do more damage by 10 megajoules. More damage at longer ranges. And it's only reduced for purely point defense. Purely point defense, you know, not if you have normal weapons that act as point defense. And stacks with additional laser engines. Oh god. So that would be huge. Would be good. To just increase our effectiveness. Military Science Institute. You don't need boost. That's pretty good. Ooh. Oh, that's a difference. 0.1 each? That means 10 adds another 1. That's huge. We have a lot now. Up to a maximum of 0.3? That's all? That's all I'm getting? Just 0.3? Miltech? That's nothing. I want 1. Give me 1. Because then I double in effectiveness. All tech category bonuses from her. Yeah, subject 50%. This sucks. I want more. And also the increase in research that I'm getting is not that high. Oh, this is huge. Particle collider huge. Because that gives us a lot of units. Well, actually, it's not that much. 100U? But you can do that everywhere in space. Doesn't matter where. We can do that in Mercury, for example. It's fine. Let's do something against the Ferrocides. Just to make the life of aliens harder. Steal a station from another faction. It's free real estate. But I didn't do that. I got an achievement for this, but I didn't do that. Did I? It's humanity first as well. Astronauts on strike. Oh. No pay, no space today. I love it. The crew was apparently so enraged by our refusal that their very next transmission was a message of full surrender and cooperation with the resistance. Such as an ungracious and appalling display. Triggers the following effects: Aconcagua-based effects to the resistance. So they just lost the base to us, which is interesting. I hope they're not pissy about that, because that wasn't my doing. I had nothing to do with that, buddy. You know, I'd be fine with you having bases, because you need some money and shit to actually fight the aliens, and I'm all for that. Just murder all of them, I don't care. As long as they don't murder me back as a retaliation. But that was an event. How can you prevent that from happening? What was their thing? Were they over mission control, or what made that happen? Sell it back? Oh, I could actually sell it back because it's not that good. I mean, you know, the fissiles are really good actually. Could technically sell it back. Yeah, they were over. That's the point. They were over. Which is not good. Are we on track? 18. We will need another 3. So let's say 21. We are at 115. We're good. So we could keep the base. Hoso relations. We're still good. Okay, so they don't think we did this because, you know, their idiots rebelled, and, you know, that's fine. It's not my fault that they defected to me. But so we could keep the base. And I mean, they're still getting some shit. They're actually getting more metals than we do, but that's probably because we need to make that as money. And we're making much more money. So we could actually keep this. Where the heck are you? I mean, I would like defenses and stuff. Somewhere in the asteroid belt. I mean, why wouldn't we keep this, actually? For free? Servants and Exodus are also over. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that means I can take their shit easier, but we just don't have the capacity to do that. But I think I'm keeping this. I'm just making this bigger. Since we will have better shit, and we'll just protect this, and we'll just get some stuff. Oh, making that bigger is actually a problem. But okay, that's fine. We can have a settlement core there. That's okay. Maybe I should just sell it back. I mean, what does it give us? I mean, if we upgrade it, it gives us double. So we would get another 100 metal there. I mean, that's like 10 nanofactories. That is pretty good. And also already enough for 10 nanofactories in terms of this. And we're getting a lot more fissiles. I do like the fissiles. That's why I want to keep this. Because I want a healthy supply of those. And the other stuff, of course, as well. But so we don't have to worry about just putting down fissile packs or whatever it is. Wherever we like. We also control a lot around Earth, which I do enjoy. This I don't enjoy. And I would like to, you know, kick you in the face. Because you're getting stronger by the day, and I don't enjoy that.
Order is returning.
Okay, good event for us. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, happen to our bases.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Good, India's
Public
happening.
sentiment is increasingly with us. Order is returning.
That is really good critical. That's a really good critical, buddy. Full spectrum combined arms. We get national investment points towards military goes up. That is really good. Very much needed. We need a few more of those, please. Marine company barracks, so we could upgrade all our barracks. I mean, it's so dirt cheap. We should just do that. Let's just get through that finally. Lucky strike. Ooh, and we still can't do this. God damn it. Because our science is still not over 35. I could puke. But yeah, everything doubled on Mercury right now. That's pretty good. Actually not. It would go up by 50%, but it's only going up by 25. Okay, it's fine. Doesn't matter, we get more shit. It's good. Yeah, and a lot more shit, as you can see, in terms of metal. Metal is the most important one, together with usually hydrogen. So, yeah. Oh, you little... pieces of freaking garbage that you are. More erratic behavior, and our science here is also not good enough to actually do something about that. Why? We have 5, 9, 15, 19, 24, 26. Yeah, okay, we suck. Our science sucks. I mean, it's true. What can I say? So maybe something that boosts science a lot, like Babylon's Tower, would be quite good. Or Los Alamos National Laboratory. It's way too expensive, though. This actually costs nothing. I mean... I'd like you to give me money still, but, you know, that's basically perfect. Ooh, this is huge. But she doesn't need it, is the problem. Unless we can... Oh, it's 250 bucks. No, freaking... Goddamn America. Just eating my money. Let's get Babylon's Tower. It's fine. Freaking hell. You need investigation espionage a lot. Get this. It's fine. Yeah, a bit more security would be good. This would be nice. I think I'm gonna give you this. Gives us also more ops, which will be good. You need security. I mean, you also need all the other shit, but security. Our security is way too low with way too many people. That is a problem. I think it's fine if you get more admin. That's an okay one. Ooh, 9% boost? You gotta be kidding me, game. That's way too good. I want more science, but my god, 9% boost is something I have to take. It's freakishly expensive, but damn. 9% not boost increase, but mining increase. 9% on all of that. That's, well, even that probably. Not sure if that, no, that actually doesn't work. But all of these. 9% on top of that. Yes, baby, please. Every day of the week, if I could choose it. For sure. Because we are getting there. We are getting to the moment where admin and shit doesn't really help much. It's actually just this production that we need. Not totally yet, but we're getting there. Slowly. But surely. Guangzhou China? China? Yeah, China. Not China. China has this now. In Guangzhou. You sure? There's Wuhan. Yeah, everyone knows Wuhan now. Where's Guangzhou? I would have thought it's close to the capital. There's Guangzhou. Really? There and then there? Interesting. Okay, we're still building more defenses. It's just a trickle that we're putting in there, not really much. So it should hopefully be fine. We're getting more sustainable. I like it because this is one of the biggest economies on the freaking planet, and together with China and US. And also Europe, but Europe unfortunately we can't do anything about right now. And there's also too many Europe. Sustainability is not bad here, and here as well. So the Academy is actually doing something there, which is good. Yes, I know, our stupid influence. Who cares about that shit? We're actually good. We could just do that again. Red Harvest is trying to push India hard as well into our direction. The initiative is trying to fight back, but without avail. Now, where was the country that I wanted to protect here? Russia. Well, trying to fight a little bit against that. Yeah, and Europe. You know what? I'm going to fight in
Standing
Europe.
by for orders. We must persuade the people.
Yeah, they're trying hard to get in that. And I don't like it. We're still
I will
trying
help
to get Kazakhstan back into the fold, but that should be fine now, I think. More modules. Oh, the Boccaccio crater in Mercury, Messerschmitt base. That's good. Tier 2 mining complex. All good, all fine. Are we actually... No, we are so much over our energy production necessity. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Marine Company barracks. Actually, now I have to go there again. And just upgrade those. I think I'm gonna go into green arc laser batteries right now, just to make those better. And we have to, at some point, look into upgrading our ships, I guess. But having those ships would be great by now. We're getting close. It should be any moment that they pop out, at least a few of them. Why is that still 80 Oh, because they're now... Okay, they're now back into production. These are almost done, 22 days. Our fleets consist of 2 ships so far. So that's not good. And I definitely want tier 3 stuff to get better there. This is annoying.
Violence is abating.
Yeah, just push that down a little bit more.
We are
girl,
winning
that's
their
fine.
hearts and minds.
Yep, go into the European Union.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Slowly, slowly, but surely, surely. I think
people will
the
come to our
AI, when
side.
it goes into it, does
Violence is
one burst with
abating.
all counselors they can. Critical success again. That is huge. Oh my god, that saved us two phases.
I brought you on board, Doctor, because I believe you're the only one who can pull this off. The good news is that, if I'm wrong, there'll be no one left to tell me
China.
about it. Commander Fiona Iowade, Engineering Briefing.
If I'm wrong, there'll be no one left to tell me about it. Yeah, I mean, that's, I guess, one little bit of consolidation. No? A consoling fact? What's the word I'm looking for? By utilizing static electric fields to contain a fusion reaction, this form of fusion power directly heats its fuel, bypassing most of the energy loss found in other types of fusion power. Oh my god, is that even possible? And making it we're not a glorified steam plant anymore. Steam engine, that's the one. Is that even possible? Not being a glorified steam engine. And making it compatible with aneutronic fuels. Okay. These fuels permit fusion to occur without producing harmful ionizing radiation. That would also be amazing. In turn, reducing biological risk when handling fuel and materials, as well as improving longevity of equipment. Yeah, because many things get destroyed by radiation. Like any organic compound, you know, would be destroyed by radiation over time. Very easily. Because it's organic, I mean, it makes sense. Blah, 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 blah. Longevity of equipment. The relatively simple nature of turning charged particles into power makes this method of particular interest for power systems. Who would have thought? Good. And now the question again. What the crap am I going to research now? Hybrid confinement fusion reactor. Dusty plasma radiator. Maybe this can help me actually. Training simulation implants sounds like getting more XP. And that would be quite nice. Oh, you little bastards. You're trying too hard. This is better. This is too close though. If I do that, I can maybe manage to do this. Just skew a little bit more into these things. Look at that, 183%. We're getting 90% extra points on top of our research for projects. It's pretty good. can't defend against them. Oh baby, we got a lot of shit. Nice. A lot more new shipyards that we can't use. I mean, I already have the Marine battalions, who cares? Just means that they have them, which is bad. So I'm gonna put here one of the flagships. Now, I need to be very careful. 21, as I said. So we're now at 110, 115, 116. So we have a grand total of 9 points left. That's actually a few ships, if we are still going with battleships. And I don't think we have better ships now available. No, not yet. We should go into those soon. But getting a full fleet of battleships up to the cap could be nice. Maybe not even to the cap. Maybe we just go with 2 more instead of 3. It's unpowered anyway. We could put them here. Let's put them here. Just to have a little bit of leeway for new stations. Or upgrading stations, rather. Because 3 points, that's 3 stations upgraded to level 3. That would be quite nice, if we can do that. 60 centimeter infrared. 360 centimeter green. Much better. So we definitely also need to upgrade some of those. Yeah, we will use most of these just to upgrade quicker. Okay. So these are about the same. Yeah, let's just make... Why do I... the flag and the block 2, okay. That's confusing me. Just make another block 2, because I'm gonna keep them all together. The one flag will be enough. Let's put another block 2 laserway in here. Let's get Raphael's Fury here. And that's our maximum fleet right now, unless we want to go to total war. Which I do not. I definitely do not. How's that going? Oh, the European Union is in robotics age as well. That's pretty good for us. Since we're not fighting them. They have so little points, though. Yeah, they're a little high on their military might, but that's okay. I think they should be. I'm not sure if we should be. Right here. Look at that. We doubled our points because we lost 2 military forces. And I'm actually in for losing 2 more. Disband army. We need to do that twice, though, which is kind of sucky. Okay. I still think we should go against the Strife a little bit more right now.
Your orders?
And as well in Mexico. Although, we'll wait for that a little bit because we need to defend America.
Securing
and
our
I
control.
want to keep this boost of hers, the advice, going right now. We're almost there. Once the inequality is, you know, very, very low, like at 0.5 or something, we're good. And I think we'll have a powerhouse here. Also, when does the policy come up? June, 14th of June. Okay, we're getting there.
Lending my expertise.
I'm surprised we're not getting invaded so far, but once we have the fleet up and can clear house a little bit, the aliens will murder us so hard. I'm not sure we can do that, but I have to. I have to poke them a little bit. We haven't done anything against them for a while. Science tour. Scientific facilities aboard Subutai station, sorry, are the envy of the solar system. Ooh, nice. It comes as no surprise by this point that universities and working groups from Earth are requesting access to Subutai station in order to make connections, exchange data, and further their research. Some of our scientists are eager for the opportunity, while others are resentful that Earth academia is intruding in their spaceborne enclave. Guys, that's not how science works. There is, of course, the matter of their travel expenses as well. Away from prying eyes gives us more stuff. Allowed for HABs with a research campus or research university. Sad. Whew, that's a lot of money though. Yeah, we just don't have the money for sure. That gives us more influence. Invite respected engineers to devise new improved methods of performing routine operation. Off-Earth. Ooh, this would have been huge. That's a permanent bonus forever. But 15k is just not what we have. Oh, such a good event. This would have been amazing. Loving the return of the Shakturi YouTube series? Oh, yeah, okay. Not the return of it, but the series itself. Thank you, Smony Monkeys. I like it too, but I haven't had time to actually put some work into that, but we have to. I'm not sure if I'm continuing that, though. I want to, but also it would be interesting to see some other species now, since they came out with more DLC since I last played it. But yeah, I'm really happy that you enjoy it. Thank you. Invite particle physicists. No, that's not really good. I mean, that would be much, much more antimatter than we have. No. But I would actually like this one, because the off-Earth mining output increase by 5% would be huge forever, by the way. And the ships are built 5% faster would be amazing as well. Unfortunately, we only can get some science, which is good. I mean, it's a third of our science output per month, but, you know. Yeah, two would be interesting. Many would be interesting, actually. I've never seen as many zero-sum thinkers as I did in academia. You probably have talked to the wrong people.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Things are stabilizing.
Okay, India's stabilizing well. There's more, okay. They're probably not all powered yet, but it's fine. Okay, another war ending. We like professors and doctors. I mean, there are always people that are idiots everywhere, but, you know, there are also some pretty high-performing people in academia as well. I don't like this anti-science mentality that is there in today's world. It's actually enormously shite. And that leads to so many problems that we have today. And just worsens them. Academia is not bad in any way whatsoever. Yes, there are some bad actors. They're everywhere. Not only in academia. There are always some bad actors. But the majority of the scientists of this world are not bad actors. That is stupid to think that. Quite the contrary. They're actually very underpaid, very intelligent people out there that are doing amazing work. And that are... There is no cabal of scientists or some bullcrap that people are spouting these days. It's just disgusting what people are saying. It's just absolute stupidity en masse. And it infuriates me that people think that way, because it's so not true. I like them too, but their dislike of treaties makes independent colony treaties a trade-off with research. Independent... Oh! I haven't even looked into them, Smony Monkeys. Actually, which is interesting to see that. They don't like treaties in the independent... Ooh, that is really bad, because the independent colonies are your basic... In Distant Worlds 2, everyone, it's not from this game. Distant Worlds 2, basically, if you can't get independent colonies on your side, you're hampering yourself ridiculously hard. I mean, okay, that would probably just mean they just take them via war, right? That's their main thing then, because if they don't like treaties, they just take them by war and good. Which is still not good to me, because you lose multiple magnitudes of people in there in a war. It's not great. Interesting though. I have to take a look into those. Okay, we got some stuff. Neat. In low Earth orbit. Perfect. Yeah, just join someone. We'll figure that out later. So 2 ships we have gotten. Yay! Oh god, we have 4 ships. It's our whole fleet. And not even together. Most of them are in Mercury. And I'm not sure if I want to keep them at Mercury. I'm not sure if that was a good choice, but let's just hope it was. Apparently we have a nanofactory here. Oh, we have a construction module. That's actually useful. So, it won't be possible to have solar here. That's a way cooler Marine Company barracks. And I definitely want one. But let's just first see how much solar will produce. Literally nothing. Basically useless. Okay. So we'll go with the fission reactor array. We don't have the heavy version of that, unfortunately. Okay. Well, let's go with that one here. So we have some energy. This one, yeah, it needs to finish before we upgrade this one. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter because we're just upgrading the mining complex anyway. And therefore it will be deactivated for a while. And that means we can just upgrade this too. And this one, well, the problem is it can't help now. It's not great. So this will take a bit longer, but that's fine. Now we have some energy. What else do we want here? We definitely want to... Do we have the barracks? We have the barracks. No, it's not the barracks. So we want the barracks. Let's put that here. And a farm. What else could help here? I mean, operation center to offset the shit here, maybe. Nanofactory for sure. Since this can't work anyway, just upgrade it to one. Skunkworks, why not? Going up to 100% extra bonus. Energy-wise, really bad. Is that true? Yep, actually true. Fission reactor, boop. Defenses is the other one I want. Ooh. And now we have energy troubles. That's not great. So probably we're going to go away with this one. If we just make a fission array here. Oh, you know what? That was dumb. It's fine. Let's put that in. Yes, I wasted some shit. It's fine. But I wanted to have some, not all on the same side. It's kind of boring. We do have a barracks, right? Yes, that is pretty good because the main way you take these things is per barracks, not by bombardment. Well, taking them. If you want to just destroy them, of course, bombardment. But if the fleet is big enough, you can't even fire back. If the fleet is not big enough, you will we will try to do that. Unfortunately, I need another fission array here, and now it works. A little overshoot in money there, in energy there, but it's fine. Aliens can't enthrall us as much. Let's just go into the next one. Another -2 for them, which I enjoy.
Back on the farm, if
hey,
something
Nushfun.
broke, they didn't have some fancy machine to fix it.
13, what?
And they couldn't wait for some repairmen to stop by. So they did it all themselves, with their own weather-worn hands.
Oh, Judith, you are so stupid. It's
Superior
ridiculous.
Judith Howell. Interview with 8 Chakra podcast.
You know, if you think about opening your mouth, please don't. Just stop. It will not further humanity if you open your mouth, in particular. I'm gonna read that in a second. What were you saying? Smony monkeys, I'll stop talking about the wrong game. Oh no, it's fine. It's okay. But yeah, be curious to see how you play them. Thanks again for the great content. Oh, you're absolutely welcome. I'm happy if you enjoy, actually, because I'm enjoying playing these games, so, you know. A restart in Distant Worlds sounds also... Distant Worlds 2 sounds also nice. I mean, I'm definitely going to finish this one first, is my intention, but I also want to go back to Distant Worlds. I also want to go back to so many other titles. I still haven't finished Baldur's Gate 3 for some reason, because I just can't bring myself to it right now. And I do want to finish that finally, to close that off. And I definitely will finish that, I swear. I just don't know when I can force myself to right now. It's not like the game is bad or anything. I just feel like I'm underperforming right now in that game, which annoys me because now that we are now at the best time, at the ending, you know, at the one where I need to perform a bit better, but also, you know, it's the most enjoyable time in the game. It's you know, it's when everything comes together and everything closes their strands, basically, you know, all strands come together and end where they should be, you know, and all their quests and all that stuff is ending and is giving a great conclusion and stuff, and it's awesome. I just didn't feel like it, unfortunately. I will finish it though. So no, what did Nashfan say? There is a new DLC for Distant Worlds 2. Yeah, I do know. I don't have it yet. I was thinking about getting it, but since I'm not going to play it right now, I'm waiting. Time to replay that sometime. Yeah, I definitely want to, Nashvan. Totally. Absolutely agree. It's a great game. It's fun. I do want that. I also want to play more Stellaris, though. Although I'm probably going to play that privately with a friend. Because that's just fun. And the new DLC there is interesting me as well. But, you know, it's just don't have the time at the moment. I'm still working through your last playthrough, totally fine. It's not finished though, you know, just a disclaimer there. And I'm torn, basically. I'm torn, should I finish it or shouldn't I? Should I just start a new campaign and let's see what we have learned and apply that to the game? But that would mean I wouldn't start a new human playthrough with that. And I do like the Filthy Humans. I would like to finish the game with that, but it's just because of the things I didn't know, obviously. I mean, that's why I played that, because I wanted to learn more about the Shakturi and see how that works. But I could have done so much. Just from the setup, I could have done things differently, because I was guessing it would be a problem. I just left them on normal spawn rate, which is just too early if you go for long research, which I like. A very slow research it is. And I always go for a very slow research because it just makes the game so much more enjoyable for me. But I should have fitted that without knowing, actually. That's the problem. I just didn't know, but I should have increased the time until the structure respawn, and we would have been in a much different place. It was just way too early that they came up for when I have no idea how to actually fight them or what they do and how they work. Not great, but next time it'll be better. So I'm thinking about just dropping that run and do another, but I'm still not sure yet. So if you have any opinion there and want to join the Discord maybe or something and put some suggestions in there how we could handle that, just give me a poke there. The extra Filthy Humans, yeah, exactly. Now back to this. Molecular assemblers. Molecular assemblers, machines by which we can move and place reactive molecules with atomic precision, are a branch of nanotechnology that is essential to progress on a number of fronts. One is technological, the creation of ultra-resilient self-repairing armor that can withstand even the heaviest assaults, and low-mass capacitors that can store and release incredible amounts of power. Another is biological, arranging specific strings of amino acids in order to assemble protein molecules and therefore alter or even create living organisms. That is a... it's not really controversial topic, creating life. But it's something we don't know how to do. But we have an interesting picture so far how it might have happened. It's still fuzzy, it's still not concrete, but there are some things that have been done experimentally that give interesting evidence for how life might have come to be, you know. Which is very interesting. But, you know, if we could actually manipulate proteins directly, although do we really need to do that? Because we can manipulate DNA directly. Not directly, but we can insert DNA that codes for specific proteins, and multiple codons of DNA actually code for the same amino acids in a protein. A protein is basically a chain of amino acids, and a specific gene codon, so a specific number of base pairs, codes for different amino acids, but there are duplications. So let's say a triplet of any random combination of a codon, you know, just a random triplet of combination codes for protein, for amino acid A, you know. If you change one of these, that doesn't mean it doesn't code for amino acid A anymore. It can still code for the same thing. There are duplications in there. So if you have, let's say, 5 different combinations, it can still be that they code for the same amino acid in a protein, which is very interesting. And also means you cannot take a protein that you know, and all the amino acids that you know in them, which is possible, and go backwards to the DNA and know which gene actually encodes that. Which is a very intricate problem in, it's not a problem, it's just a thing that exists that we know about, you know? It's not a problem because we can't solve something, but it excludes going backwards. It can just go from DNA to amino acid, to messenger RNA actually, and then to amino acids, yada yada yada. Read a textbook if you want to know more about that. But it's a very intricate problem. So I don't know why directly changing amino acids in a protein would change that much. You could just insert DNA that would do that anyway. So, you know, that if you know the science behind this, it doesn't make that much sense. But sure, let's just give him that. To do this, we will require vast dedicated nanofactories, which our scientists now believe can be built by a single self-replicating molecular assembler. So in a cell, self-replicating, or is that a machine? Do they use the biological way? Thus almost wholly removing any dependence upon either personnel or resource shipments. Once these automated factories are established, the possibilities are near endless. So they're talking now about a factory, so it's technology, right? It's like nanobots, but it's not nanobots. It's just molecular assembler, whatever that means. Interesting. It's actually, would that not actually be, yeah, it would be smaller than nanobots, actually. Picobots? Or something? I mean, nano is, if you put nano on front of something, it's magic anyway, right? That's how Hollywood deals with it. Designer life forms, diamondoids, and ultracapacitors. Manufacturing complex. Very interesting stuff in here, actually. It's also very shallow, of course. I still think this is all written by AI and then curated, so it's not too jumbled up. But still very interesting, these ideas they bring forth and how they explain things in the little stuff they do. Designer life forms. Oh baby. Oh, this could help. Gives us the agricultural complex, tier 3. 100% tier 3. Fuel cell, who cares? Ecological stabilization program. Ooh, this is good. This is combating climate change. You know what? We're going for it. Ah, that sucks that we have 2 of them now. Oops. Oh well. They're both the same. Oh god. Okay, that's fine. That's also fine. Good. As long as I'm first, I'm fine with it. Because I want to choose the next one. Because climate change is probably not our biggest problem right now, in this very moment, but it is our biggest problem in the long term. As it is in reality, by the way. Ah, someone needs a ban. Nice. Well done, bot. Bye-bye. Ah, okay. By the way, if anyone is a regular on the stream, I still look for a few more mods. So if anyone wants to be a mod and is a regular,
Going in hot.
let's talk about it on the Discord. Okay, we're Burminating some shit here. That's good. I'm still thinking who would look for the other thing.
What's the
I don't
odds?
think Kazakhstan is that important right now. Yeah, I think we're good. So you're just going to find out what's happening in
Investigating
Brasilia.
alien site.
And we're moving on. We need to
Offering
fix
counsel.
our fleets. And there should be more... Oh, you found more. Good. And there should be more ships coming out. Ooh, this is not good. We're perfectly diverse. We don't need to do anything here. That means I can't use Unity. Low Mercury orbit. Oh no. Did you combine? I wanted to look at Mercury and do something with my fleet there. Mercdef. Oh, this is also not Romeo. This is just, at this time, Earth Def 1. It's just 2 ships. We have 4 ships. It's all our fleets. It's all we have. And it took ages to make them. That's why I'm so reluctant to actually murderize some aliens here, even though I should. Ah, see, that is kind of sucky. Because now they have increased. They have corvettes and they have escorts. Actually, that's nothing. The cruiser is a problem. I'm not sure if we can beat the cruiser. Fudge, what are you doing here? No operations. Are you just combining until I can't beat you anymore? I think maybe they want to murder me here in Mercdef 1. Or they want to bombard, maybe. That could also be a thing. I'm just scared. I'm gonna try, though. Oh god, this could be... I can't try it now. I need to wait for more ships, is the problem, on Earth. 2 ships won't be enough there to do much. And now these 2 ships are not... I was thinking before to deal with these guys, but... I mean, our ships are much more capable right now, but this cruiser... Without the cruiser, I would be much happier in fighting this. No, I can't. I just can't... I don't know. If they build up more, I'm in trouble, but I just can't do anything right now, right? Our ships are not that good. And I don't even have better torpedoes. I need shaped nuclear torpedoes. And it's just 1 laser ship and 1 torpedo ship. It's not enough to actually do anything. But I don't want to move them now to Earth, which I should, to combine them. But I'm not sure what they will do in Mercury. How is it looking for part-time? What do you mean, Raphael? What do you mean part-time?
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
European Union, good. Let's just fight them there. What? What? Spartacus Station. Oh, that would be bad if they destroy that. Oh, that would be ridiculously bad, because I would be over my MC. Probably? Not quite. I think we have enough. Because that is 6 MC that I would lose. It's not that much. But that would be kind of bad. So I probably should help that station. And move my Mercdef here. Because that should be exactly as capable as the other one, so who cares, right? Because that would be bad. How? They're not strong. They're not really strong enough. You just have 120 centimeter green laser batteries, which have not enough range to beat them. The coil gun battery helps. Still doesn't have the range, though, I think. And some point defense laser turret. Not even arc lasers yet, because we're still working on those. Oh, this is scary, actually. Green arc laser batteries are still coming. Shit is going to go down, it seems. They are throwing down, and I don't like it. Why, though? We haven't done anything to you guys. Yeah, I was afraid of that. There's nothing I can do. They can just bombard me down. Yeah, violet laser cannon. Ooh. Plasma battery sucks. And torpedo bay. I mean, 1 torpedo bay doesn't do much. These are a problem. Yeah. That station's gone, guys. Hard time for YouTube cut. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're 1 hour and 20 minutes in. Okay, I guess this is the end. I should have... You know what? No. No, we'll see how this goes in the next part. I mean, it might be a foregone conclusion, but maybe we can do something here. Thank you all for watching. Leave me a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on Twitch and come to the Discord, and I see you all in the next one. Loop, everyone.